Have you at any point seen somebody mishandling through a meeting? Great in the event that you haven't watched Gail Lord, requesting Tyler Perry one from the hardest inquiries. He's always looked in his vocation, yet you've likewise, however, been censured now and again. By your own kin, by your kindred associates, were you looking for at this time approval? Or that wasn't something either that you gave any consideration to Tyler Perry, is clearly one of the greatest movie makers and overseers of our age, yet his celebrated lifetime hasn't been shy of debates, especially from a segment of laid-out dark entertainers who accept the media maker depicts individuals of color as feeble man. Is this like Tyler Perry? He paints an exceptionally pessimistic depiction of people of color. We ain't that terrible like Jesus Christ, one of the extremely regarded entertainers who have purportedly gotten down on Tyler Perry is the unbelievable honor-winning entertainer Denzel Washington. Paying attention to him, it is not difficult to see the reason why such countless individuals regard the assessments of this man. So I continue to push what an open door. I need to discredit them, disprove Perry perhaps, yet fortunately, Denzel isn't the only one in this battle. His opinions on Perry depicting individuals of color as shrewd have likewise been voiced by incredible Chief Spike Lee and media master Cherrick the God, among others. We ain't that terrible like Jesus Christ. Like he paints us out to be genuine pessimistic man. Spike Lee has been more straightforward on his issues with Perry, yet I actually think there are a ton of stuff that is on today is Corey horseplay. And I realize he raking in boatloads of cash. So is it genuine that Tyler Perry benefits from making individuals of color antagonists in his films, with fair-looking individuals ending up being the deliverers toward the finish of his plots? We should figure out more. Tyler Perry is no more unusual to analysis, and as it should be for one producer and culture provocator. Spike Lee broadly held a complaint toward Perry, saying he supported racial generalizations. Perry is likewise frequently blamed for despising individuals of color, selling out individuals of color, and dealing with sayings that for the most part mean individuals of color. Thank you for allowing me to remain here. Come here anytime you need, day or night. Long as you don't remain too lengthy you leaving. Just after graduation, right darling, the vast majority of these grumblings community on his media character, which Perry grandiloquently plays in drag. Amixia said is enlivened by his mom, and leaned toward auntie two ladies who gigantically affected him. Generally individuals of color in drag have been seen by certain individuals as dangerous in this present reality, where there are claims that people of color are much of the time undermined. Cross-dressing seems to be a self-prompted twisted. Maybe the training wouldn't be as unfavorable on the off chance that there were better portrayal of people of color in the motion pictures and on television. So that illuminates the inclination that Perry inclining so hard into the training is negative. And to say the least a disloyalty, Perry burst onto the scene in 2005 with Journal of a Distraught Person of Color, a movie that included Kimberly Elise Lisa Marcos and Cicely Tyson. The film was additionally a quick clapback at the absence of portrayal in Hollywood stories that have for some time been a common and continuous issue. The equation used to create Journal of a Frantic Person of Color would turn into Perry's layout, use his media character as the promoting channel to draw crowds to the multiplex, while allowing the female characters, for the most part to dark, convey the real story across the end. Goal reorder film industry hit. After film industry hit, this layout was a sure thing for each film, highlighting the meta character in his films, not highlighting media. The recipe of progress was a smidgen more troublesome, yet fruitful. An illustration of this was The Reason Did I Get Hitched? And For What Reason Did I Get Hitched Too? Neither movie profited from an appearance from the media character, yet both were modestly beneficial and highlighted a parade of people of color, including notable pop star Janet Jackson. The movie chief once again introduced the world to the splendor of incredible artist Cicely Tyson, assisted Angela Bassett with getting her furrow back, gave asylum to Thandie Wee Newton, pulled 8 Pum from the cinders of The Cosby Show, And provided for Ray G.P. Henson, her most memorable driving job, Perry likewise sent off obscure dark entertainers to dark family super fame and neo-soul vocalist Jill Scott Gospel, craftsman Tamila Mann, and Tasha Scott all in a flash became dark well-known. Yes, Tyler has turned out to be beneficial too yet. At what cost evaluates of Perry's work range, from strengthening to debilitation of ladies. Similar focuses Denzel Charlemagne and SP have been tending to. For quite a long time, a few commentators find that the accentuation put on issues influencing people of color and the African American population is sensible and enabling in that people of color currently have a voice, and the portrayals could be a stimulus for positive change for people of color. Others view Tyler Perry's movies as sabotaging to people of color, in that they are frequently depicted as requiring a man and destined to destitution. And through his depiction of the media character, an evidently solid person of color man-centric society, actually wins in his movies in the end. The stars have inferred that the cliché portrayals and symbolism present in Tyler Perry films can proceed with pessimistic suppositions about ladies of variety. Specifically, this was so self-centered, as are you having an unsanctioned romance with the president? Do you have any idea about how she's residing up there? I don't mind some time back in the wake of confronting huge consecutive intensity for his creations, the New Orleans local endured a reaction for gathering an all-white featuring cast for the tender loving care Dar series. Excessively near and dear, yet Perry dismissed the analysis, a lot of it via virtual entertainment. Some doubted his projecting decisions, with one considering the show an untouched love for the maker. When the series circulated in 2016, that is thoroughly converse bigotry, since it was coming from African American individuals, said Perry talking with the related press in his office at Tyler Perry Studios in Atlanta. I couldn't say whether it was on the grounds that they figured I ought to just be giving tasks to individuals of color. Well, I feel that is crazy on the off chance that you take a gander at the many individuals of color I've given positions to, and surprisingly, the ones I've made moguls minorities. I believe it's out of line here in the center of this achievement. Well, simultaneously, I have my feet, actually clutching to all that I've had. It seems Denzel's analysis of Perry is completely worth the effort. After all, he is viewed as one of the trailblazer dark entertainers in Hollywood. In 2019, the entertainer was respected by Hollywood for a spearheading profession traversing 50 years and 2 Oscars that opened the entryway for a generation of dark celebrities. Perry included, I'm up here to say thank you to God for giving me this capacity, for gift me, for molding me, for chiding me, for showing me, for rebuffing me, chief and successive teammates. Spike Lee gave the then 64-year-old the American movie establishment life accomplishment grant work as the most noteworthy distinction for a profession in movie at an occasion at the Dolby Theater in Los Angeles. All of us are here since we love of Denzel. There's been a few references this evening to the GOAT that implies the extraordinary all-time Hollywood's little tip-top of elite dark driving men. Honored Denzel's exploring vocation with individual Oscar victors Morgan Freeman, Jamie Foxx, and Mahershala Ali, making that big appearance. Dark Jaguar stars, the late Chadwick Boseman, and Michael B. Jordan did so too. You prepared, you showed us the way, yet what's really fantastic is that your impact, your scope rises above race. While never denying it, said Ali, we are here since we stand on the shoulders of a Goliath. The late Boseman said there is no Dark Jaguar without Denzel Washington, alluding to Wonder's most memorable movie, To Zero. In on a dark hero, I know. By and by that your liberality stretches out past what you have given on the stage and screen. Hollywood has been vigorously condemned for its variety issue eminently in the Oscars. So White Mission, encompassing the 2016 Foundation grants, and any semblance of Perry are executed for not doing what's necessary to change. That notwithstanding having the stage to do that up, until 2019 Denzel was one of just 4 dark stars to win a Best Entertainer Oscar. He won a Best Supporting Entertainer Oscar for the American nationwide conflict epic magnificence of 1989 and Best Entertainer for his awful cop character in the wrongdoing thrill ride Preparing Day of 2000, and won back to Perry Denzel's analysis of his work seems, by all accounts, to be very legitimate, particularly seeing his inventory, beginning with the film valuable in this film. It is very certain that Perry likes to deride dark entertainers. I am Clarice Valuable Jones. I need to be on the front of a magazine. I wish I had a like-skinned sweetheart genuine decent hair valuable wasn't just a striver message film. Perry perceived its promulgation esteem. Here is the plot. It is an account of an overweight dark teen young lady who is over and again assaulted and impregnated by her dad and attacked and thumped by her mom. It comes from a 1990s personality